here we are, New York City.
Amazing.
And I'm so super excited to have Lonzel, who's our Caribbean coalition boss for the African,
a new title.
African and Caribbean Energy Network here at the United Nations today for the 2026 ECOSOC Partnership Forum. It's amazing, and I hope you had a wonderful experience, London.
It was absolutely amazing. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy that Lonzel was able to make it. He is the Caribbean Regional Chairperson, and he handles all of the Caribbean. So as co-chair, we definitely welcome you, and thank you for making a journey in one of the worst snowstorms possible in the state of the United States of America. So we are happy for you to be here, and I want you to tell us a little about the session, the SDG 7, clean and renewable energy, affordable energy for everyone. So definitely I want to hear your feedback on that and some of what you experienced today at the UN.
And especially Lady B, coming from the Caribbean, where Caribbean has almost zero carbon emissions, but yet suffer the most disproportionate effects of climate action.
Right.
I remember last year, Hurricane, was it Beryl, leveled the entire place. So if to me, from him being here, is just a kind of curate and authenticate our mission of driving grassroots initiatives when it comes to affordable energy. So I would really happy to hear from Lonzel. Lonzel, take it home.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. This has definitely been such a pleasure. As I was speaking to Lady B prior to coming here, I kept telling her how excited I was. Not just coming to New York, because I've been to New York before numerous times, but to be a part of this organization, to help driving the core values of the organization. Today was evident that the organization means that it has to start from the grassroots, because it has to get the information from the persons who are there and also in preparation for the political high meeting, right? Coming out today, it confirmed that in 2025, sustainable development, renewables was at its highest.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To the mere fact that in the last year, it outbeat coal.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
But a distinct factor is that less than 20% of any support gets to the global south.
Right. Were they able to discuss that in the session today?
Well, the last speaker basically made a call. She ended it, and she made a call, basically letting persons know the same conversations that we've been having all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Same conversations. It is not time to ask if it is possible, because the information is here now.
It's there now.
Right.
The information is here. What needs to happen is the positioning of finance, the positioning of the capabilities, the positioning of getting the global south, not just the global south.
Partnerships.
Correct. Movement. Right?
Yes.
So it is definitely a place where I'm excited to be. Coming from St. Vincent, but originally from Guyana, I've experienced Hurricane Beryl firsthand because of my job, right? I had to virtually be away from my family for weeks upon end.
Wow.
Trying to help get back the energy, the capabilities of the distribution of the electricity. Seeing persons are at their lowest. The places I went to, I used to custom being there. And I told a friend of mine, I said, listen, I'm not coming there until
Wow.
something happens.
Until something
Wow.
happens.
Yeah.
Because if I come there, tears will come to
Tears
my
will come to your
eyes.
eyes.
Right. Right.
But even though when I thought things were moving, it wasn't moving. And this is
Right.
evident of how much funding, how much finance, how much movement comes. Because I was telling somebody, the fixing, the getting back of persons from Hurricane Beryl almost was tantamount to our GDP.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And that is why with solar, the island has enough wind. We could do wind, we could do solar. We need to start implementing these projects. Yes, the grid is there, but what happens in natural disaster? It's no longer there.
No longer there.
So that's why it's so important to have a voice in the Caribbean, to have a voice in Africa, and come together as one to get these solutions and get them off the ground.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's done talking. I'm done talking.
It's time for movement.
It's time for movement.
Yes.
It's time for action. It's time for implementation.
Yes, most definitely. And I know that I've been here and I've seen the energy.
Oh my word! What are you trying to say?
I have seen the energy.
Yep.
Our co-chairs are amazing.
Thank you.
A strong voice and a stronger woman behind it. And I'm simply humbled to be a part of this journey. And as I said to Lady B, just point and I will go. Just point.
I like that.
I will come.
I like it.
See?
Yeah, because I'm there. I want to help. As we've spoken before, I've been to different parts of the Caribbean and I see how people are suffering.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy for us. I don't have AC in my house yet, but it's easy for us to go to sleep with AC in our house.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have families, they're not even capable of buying a fan.
Right. Yeah.
And in this day and age, you're living in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
And it's hot.
Yes.
Good. In the global south, it's hotter.
It's harder.
And when we get hot here, we just go put on our AC.
Exactly.
You see?
No.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
And it's very difficult for a little baby,
Yes.
right? There is no fan in the house.
No fun in the house.
Hospitals, everything.
But I have a friend who gave me a ride. Well, came with me for the ride yesterday. Well, on Sunday. And his baby vomited in the car.
Wow.
This is how simple it goes, His baby vomited in the car. And this is how far it goes back. Why the baby vomited in the car? Because the baby now has a cold or a flu. Why did the baby get a cold or a flu? Because electricity went.
And there was no AC.
There was no electricity, there was no fan, there was no nothing. So they opened the window. While they were sleeping, rain came.
And it cooled down. And the baby got sick.
Baby got sick.
So but these are the stories. Local frameworks that are necessary to build.
Yeah.
If we are talking about advancing energy poverty. And I think the language at the international development level needs to shift from renewable energy to energy poverty, because I feel like we don't talk much about energy poverty like we need to.
I'm on energy poverty.
Yes.
When you asked the young man that was here, what do you know about the Caribbean? What did he say? Someplace you go on vacation.
Yeah.
That was
That was
it.
really funny.
Yeah.
The place you go on vacation.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you see how the framing could be very wrong.
Right.
Yes.
Not knowing that everyone is suffering, they're having no electricity. When we only hear about it when a hurricane, like everyone was there for Jamaica, when a hurricane came, but now you don't hear anything else about it. So
everybody's going back to the business.
everyone is going back. So we definitely have to keep this conversation going, and definitely very happy that you were here to experience this, and we look forward to having more interaction with you, as the dialogue continues and representing the Caribbean as well as you do. And of course, with Franco and I, we're always here and we're always available for our our co-chairs and our regional. So I definitely appreciate you coming.
Well, I'm thankful, and I know this is gonna go out. I know this is gonna go out wide and long, and I'm gonna make a cry. If you want to be a part of this movement in the Caribbean, in Africa, the entire movement, feel free. Feel free, because reach out, because we only can help each other.
Good. So, local solutions that are rooted in local realities will produce the results that can be used to measure progress when it comes to sustainable development.
Yes.
Even Ban Ki-moon said it. There could be no sustainable development without energy.
Right.
Energy first, right?
Energy
and
first.
and the metrics has to shift from the people that we're saying we are trying to take out of energy poverty should not only be beneficiaries, they should be co-creators, right? And major stakeholders within that ecosystem. Because if you look at a UN project like Project 300, right? Very laudable, very good project. But what happens is that Project 300, they implement it, right, using national determined frameworks when it comes to climate action. And when it gets to that level, what happens? So the financing goes from Project 300 from UNDP, goes from UNDP, it goes to the
UN
countries.
Energy.
Yeah, UN Energy.
Yeah.
It goes down to the country. What happens? It ends up in bureaucracy.
Right. Yeah.
And especially in regions like Caribbean and Africa, where it ends up in bureaucracy, and the people who are supposed to be, the beneficiaries, of this action, they never get it. So at the end of the day, we have global balance sheets showing megawatts. Meanwhile, the people, in the community still living in darkness.
Right. Right.
So we must be very clear that the financing needs to engage, number one, local cooperatives, local women groups, faith-based groups, right? Community think tanks, and even going down to as far as local schools in local communities. Because if we don't start teaching at that level from schools to up, then we'll be using the old model of bottom to top, which has not worked.
Right.
We need to change the narrative we'll use the old system from top to bottom,
right,
which has not worked. So we need to go back from bottom to top so we can use the local metrics, local realities, and local people who will be the main benefactors for the transformation that we seek.
Yes, definitely.
And ACEN, I'm so proud that we're here today, because ACEN stands for providing that local grassroots action. Yes, that is rooted in local reality. And that's what we talk about energy. We can't talk energy from the top, we must talk energy from the bottom.
We have to start locally.
We have to talk locally.
Thank you, Franco. Thank you, Lonzel. Appreciate everything. Let's move forward with action.
Action.